Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. And I know I've been doing some videos where I play games. I haven't showed you my actual physical game catalog. But I have quite a few downloadable games. I was just looking through because I was trying to figure out what to play next, even though, like I said, I need to play retro games. But I have quite a few games on my hard drive. A lot of them are from PlayStation Plus. Some of them I got really cheap, usually from PlayStation Plus, but look at this. So if you're worried I run out of games, don't. Just sometimes, and there's more that I just take off the hard drive and download later. There's more that like I want to do. And if you see something that you would like to see, let me know. I'm not good at all these games, but I'd be happy to play them for you. Some of them I've already done. Poker night's fun just to watch the people, but I don't know how to play poker. That's not a game. I played that one. I made a video of the Resident Evil games. I posted one. I didn't post the other. I already did that one. I've yet to do the HD remake of Jet Set Radio, which was on the PlayStation, not on the PlayStation, the Dreamcast. Munch's Odyssey, that was originally an Xbox One exclusive. Done Pac-Man. I'll probably do Pac-Man again sometimes. But this is taking a long time for what I want to show you. You can pause the video as long as it's in focus. But those are just some of the downloadable titles. I have more games than I think that I actually can play at the moment, at least by the end of the year. Are probably 2 years, although hopefully I'll be able to finish them all. But yeah, if you're worried if I replay a game or something, it's just because I like the game or I just want to talk and chill. It's not because of anything. And then I have like over 100 or so like physical copies of PlayStation 3 games, which is fucking ridiculous. I used to trade in my games all the time. Now it's harder for me to trade them in. Now, where is the game that we're playing today? Today we're playing Child of Eden. Child of Eden is pretty cool, especially if you watch channels like Steve Benway's. One second. If you watch Steve Benway's channel, you might have noticed that he's a huge fan of Rez. Well, this is sort of the sequel of Rez, and a lot of people were confused about whether you had to use the Kinect or PlayStation Move. I'm here to tell you can play it with the controller, and let's get started. It's different than Rez, but it's a lot similar. You can tell it's like Rez, and it's trippy as hell. And if you have a 3D TV and surround sound, do yourself a favor and play it in 3D and crank up the surround sound. It's what I imagined what tripping on acid would be like. But yeah, like if you like Rez, like find this game. I found it fairly cheap. I don't know if it's rare or not, but it was the only time I ever saw it on the PlayStation 3. I think the PlayStation 3 actually added the 3D support. I don't know if the 360 has it. But I'm positive the PlayStation 3 you can play with the controller at least. So basically, I don't even know how to explain this game. Basically, through this weird computer virus thing that's through like this futuristic internet, you're basically recreating the world from molecules to like, I guess, modern day. It's a beautiful, trippy ass game, and when you play it, you're like in another world, and I haven't played it for a while, so I hope I remember how to play it, but I really think you only have to remember 2 buttons. Usually I don't have the music this loud, but music is part of this game. Hopefully you can hear my dumbass talk while this is going on. The only thing about progression I don't like about this, but it's a short game, it's very arcade-like. I guess that's the child of Eden. She's slowly forming. And make sure it doesn't play in 3D. And if you're one of those people that like the little vibrating trance mode, you can hook up like I believe 3 other controllers and have the controllers actually pulse to the bass of the music. I do not have it in surround sound because it's 2:13 in the morning. Let me look in options. Make sure you're off. I don't want to start playing this game in double vision. It'll look cool for me as long as I have a pair of glasses on, but it won't be that enjoyable for you. Let's start at the first level, which I don't even remember what that is. So, we'll play the game. Hopefully it looks cool on camera. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I really should have captured this card. I should have captured this with the capture device instead of the camera. So it's very reminiscent of Res. I probably should turn that down though, because you're not going to be able to hear me. And get a good balance. The game's not really all that hard right now. I could probably gain back the health. Now this is one of those games I'm probably not going to be able to say a lot of clever things. So just enjoy the ride. This looks like an 80s like Saturday night movie intro. You know, when you used to watch like movies maybe in the early 90s or 80s, like Saturday night movie on regular TV, and it'd show all these crappy like computer generated graphics before it showed you the feature presentation. So you have a machine gun, and then kind of like Panzer Dragoon, you can hold the fire button and it'll highlight the enemies, and then you have this machine gun thing that actually shoots down projectiles, but you really don't have to use it in the first part of the game. And then you have this euphoria mode when you push the circle button. If you played Res, you'll feel right at home. The controllers pulse into the music. This is the first time I've actually played this game in 2D. I have to say the 3D really enhances the experience, and all those particles and things are floating into your face, basically. But you could see how the PlayStation Move would probably be decent for this, but as far as the Kinect, using your hands to aim, that seems sort of weird. That was something I should have avoided. Now, one thing you might not like is you gotta start these levels from scratch, and you gotta play the levels over again to unlock the new levels. make a foreboding sound. That's health. Usually I'll make a foreboding sound when something bad's coming your way. Sometimes parts like these are sort of difficult for me because I'm green and red colorblind, so when some of these red blocks glow, I can't always see them. If you at all like trance type of music, you'll like this. This isn't a game, this is an experience, but like I said, it really adds to the experience if you at least have a subwoofer, and if you have a 3D TV, as gimmicky as it sounds, this is probably the best use of a 3D TV that I've personally experienced, besides watching like 3D movies. There's some blue object going against me, but oh, there it is. See, when you have the goggles on, or the glasses, the things are floating right in your face, and then you can see to shoot them. But I know I've heard that the res on the Dreamcast with the SCART cable looks amazing. So picture res with HDMI. Although I think you can get res. I'm positive you can get res on the Xbox 360 at least. You might be able to get it on the PlayStation 3 in other countries. On the PlayStation Network, you can't get it here, unfortunately, if you can get it. Which is weird because it was on the PlayStation 2. But you can get it on Xbox Live Arcade. There's too much shit going on, I'm gonna die. Yeah, this game is way easier to play in 3D. Why don't you just die? So this is the first stage of basically the world being creative. As you progress, things start to look familiar. They're of course not going to look familiar on this. Health would be greatly appreciated now. I can imagine some of these parts being easier with the PlayStation Move. Like there's these, like this particular part here where you gotta open up these damn doors. You gotta shoot those little blocks. If you don't have a 3D TV, you could sit really close to the 3D. Maybe that'll help. You might have an epileptic fit though, which would suck. No, I'm almost dead. I seriously do better, but like I said, the 3D glasses actually help, at least with me, because I'm colorblind, and it makes the stuff distinguish itself more so I can see it. Because you might have noticed there's a lot going on the screen. So you'll see the second level, like things are starting to evolve a little bit. These levels always start out slow. Basically, the game's soundtrack is based on how you shoot things. And each level's projectile that attacks you has its own certain look to it. Sometimes you can't always tell where you're supposed to hit, but I'm telling you, it's more about the experience. See, instead of cubes, you have like these little bacteria looking things that almost look like pollen. If they're actually supposed to represent something in real life, I apologize to the scientific community for sounding so stupid. Like if you were playing with the 3D glasses, like those projectiles would have been right in your face. And you might have entered warp drive, I'm not quite sure what that was all about. Games like if they just finally let the developers of Rez do whatever the hell they wanted to. Well, with powerful horsepower of the time, I know this is current gen old technology, but I still play my PlayStation. As much as I love my PlayStation 4 and think it was a worthy purchase, I still like my PlayStation 3, and I play my 3 more than I do my 4, but I'll be honest, I still play my PlayStation 2, so I still play my NES and Sega Genesis, so each system is special to me in its own right. But like, I play some of the PlayStation 3 games, and they're still impressive to me graphic-wise. Sometimes like I have like a standard where I'm impressed by this, like the system's limitations and what they pull off with the system's limitations. Plus right now I think the PlayStation 3 has the most creative games out of all the consoles on the market, beside of course the PC. But the PC I don't consider a console. That's its own beast altogether. I know they're going to try to market the Steam box as a console, but there's too many variations of the damn thing for, I think, to really call it a console. I think it'll be more like a PC. I would like a health ball. That's what she said. Tell you what, it's a lot harder trying to play this game and talk. It's making the bad sound. Well, it was making the bad sound. Give me that Euphoria sphere. I just pushed. Oh, that's what Euphoria does. I guess it makes you more powerful or accurate or something. I'm not really sure. I did not read the instructions. This day and age, it's so rare to even have instructions in a game because they want to save paper. You gotta go on their website most of the time. Oh shit. I'm gonna die on this too. Uh-oh. Isn't that pretty? and it's probably dangerous. Thing that's pissed me off, like a lot of, I like to play Japanese RPGs, and some of the newer ones, they're, not shipping manuals with, and I feel like if you have like a complex battle system or something in that nature, you should have one. And what's worse yet is a lot of these games aren't even having strategy guides made for them. You can get a Japanese strategy guide, but what do you do if you don't know Japanese? You gotta look online for like walkthroughs and hope that somebody made one that was close. That bacteria. I'm so dead. I died. Well, that was Child of Eden. If you liked Rez or want some weird experience that you really can't get elsewhere, this is the game for you. And I know people were wondering if you could use the controller or not. At least for the PlayStation 3 version, yes you can. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, for those of you who have been supporting my channel, thank you. And feel free to leave comments, positive or negative, although I do like positive ones, they make me gush. But, if you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, could you please click the thumbs up button? And if you'd like to see more videos of me rambling and playing probably terrible than most human beings, because I can't talk and play games at the same time. Hate it when friends are like blah 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 and you're like, get the fuck away from me, and just want to play the game, and then later on you wonder why you don't have any friends. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, definitely if you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Well, you'll see me playing a game on the next video, or you'll see the game and hear me. You get the drift. Alright, bye.